There is a welcoming dynamic in Crownsville that celebrates the very earth of our great state. Wildberry Farm and Market is a gem that vibrantly transforms throughout the seasons. If you visit even once, you will walk away with two new best friends, Matt and Bridget Jones, the kindest local farmers you'll ever meet. Wildberry Farm and Market has changed the limits on what farming can look like. Wander with me to Wildberry Farm and Market, a place that will make you feel happily at home. I am thrilled to be out on the farm in nature with the husband and wife duo, Matt and Bridget Jones of Wildberry Farm and Market. Can you give us a little intro? Tell us what Wildberry is.
So we are a farm in Crownsville that offers farm events and markets and workshops. Right now we're in our private event space where we host workshops and farm-to-table meals. We do field markets. We also grow limited seasonal produce. We have eggs from our chickens on the farm, and we just got into honeybee keeping.
How did you have the vision and the tact to make this special space happen?
This is the farm I grew up on. It was initially a tobacco farm. We've farmed it for several generations. Bridget's the brains, by the way. As you can tell, I pick things up and I put them down. But she had the idea of like, let me set up a roadside stand and sell some flowers. And that paved the way for the markets.
So I have to give Matt a lot of props. He's made beautiful clearings through the woods, and it's really an artistic expression of, knowing the land, and he laid the canvas for me to kind of come in and do the hospitality aspect of things.
We belong to the land as much as the land belongs to us, so it's our turn to be stewards of the land. And it's about honoring the land, it's about honoring previous generations, but it's about giving back to the community and building a community that appreciate what we have here and can enjoy it.
So something I'm very curious about is the name, Wildberry.
That's a good story.
Where did that come from?
My maiden name happens to be Berry, and so when we put Wildberry together, it was a nod to my contribution to the farm. I sat Matt's whole side of the family down one night at Sunday dinner, and I was like, so I had this idea. And they were also supportive of it, and they were also excited. And so it's really this like wild beauty that is really what we're doing with Wildberry. And we just let the farm kind of take us, where that next step is.
Throwing the word wild in there, this is a nod to that too. We're kind of blazing a new path.
But everything that you just said, it warms my heart, because that's how I've always felt about Wildberry, how you've kind of bloomed where you were literally planted. You didn't choose Crownsville, but you're part of the community, and then you've brought people in from here and there. It's for the community to participate.
Yeah.
And what you're stewarding. It's remarkable. The Wander Home video series has always been a deeply personal project for me. As you know, I'm not from Maryland, but I have felt like a Marylander because of the local businesses that are here. And you both have collaborated with so many of my favorite people as well. So is there somebody out here that you think really reflects building the community and just doing a knockout job of making you proud to be a Marylander?
The Wellness House of Annapolis. Cancer is something that touches everybody, and the Wellness House provides all sorts of support for families who have lost loved ones to cancer, people going through cancer.
They really are providing a lot of amazing resources for our community, and they rely mostly on donations from, private estates and businesses like ours. So we were really proud to give to them for our opening kickoff event this year.
What does it mean to be a steward of the land, and how can we, who are not farmers, be good stewards of Maryland?
That's a good question too. To be a steward of the land, what I see is this land was here way before us. It's going to be here way after us. What we choose to do with it affects the future of the land, obviously. To be a steward of the land is to honor the land. It's to honor the people that came before you, but it's also to honor the generations that are going to come after you. In terms of what people can do, support your local farmers, support your local markets and things like that. These are the people, as grassroots as it gets, and that's where it goes. It goes right back into the community.
When you buy local, 70% of that dollar stays in the local economy. So if you spend $100 at our market, $70 of that stays here in Maryland. Not only being stewards of the land, but stewards of our community is really important to us. And by, using our combined skills, we found that we can give back while simultaneously keeping our farm a farm.
You absolutely have, and you've made it very accessible for us to all participate. I thank you greatly for letting us be here in your home and your space, and you've made me very proud to live in Maryland. So cheers to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My business allows me the opportunity to help amazing people explore our state and find not just their home, but their community. Maryland is the best place to call home, but don't take my word for it. Let me introduce you to a few of my favorite Marylanders.
What was the house hunting process like? So, you know like game shows where you try to like be the one person to pick up the most possible things like in a certain amount of time? That's literally what it felt like for us. We saw like 13 houses in 2 days. It was a crazy week and we found our home. We were the winners at the end of the game and it was just a beautiful result.
Piece of advice I'd give to a new home buyer, a new home buyer couple is to get in there. Just even take a day and just go see some. Just go check them out. Those pictures will look phenomenal. They'll look great. But you never really feel the essence of a home until you step inside of it and know like, can I see myself here in 5 years? Can we build a home or a family here in 5 years? So definitely take the time to look through a home and ask a ton of questions.
The most memorable part of the home buying experience, honestly, was working with Nina. Like, Nina had our backs every step of the way, truly every step of the way. I looked forward to seeing her. I looked forward to talking to her. I looked forward to her excitement throughout the whole process when we're like freaking out and panicking and she's like, we got this guys, like it's gonna be great, I got you. And we were just always so reassured. My face hurt so much when I was with her from smiling so big.